Welcome to Infidelity, Mum, where pain births power and broken pieces are rebuilt into purpose. Subscribe, stay close, and step into your next chapter. I never thought this could happen to me. My name is John, and I love my wife, Lisa, more than anything in the world. We had been married for 10 years, had 2 beautiful kids, and lived in a quiet little town in Texas. Life was simple, peaceful, until the night everything changed. It started with a feeling. You know that strange feeling in your stomach when something is wrong, but you can't explain why? Lisa had been acting different. She laughed at her phone too much, whispered on calls, and started coming home late from work. At first, I told myself I was just imagining things, but deep down, I knew something was off. One night, while she was in the shower, I took her phone. My hands shook as I opened her messages, and there it was. Texts from a man named Mark. Mark, I can't stop thinking about you, baby. Last night was amazing. Lisa, me too. I wish I could see you again tonight. My heart stopped. My fingers turned cold. My own wife was in love with another man. I felt a fire burn inside me, a rage so strong I could barely breathe. But I didn't react. I needed a plan. If she thought I was stupid, I would let her believe it, just for a while. I wanted to catch them. I wanted to see the truth with my own eyes. So I followed her. The next night, she said she was working late. But instead of going to her office, she drove to a hotel. I parked my car at a distance and watched as she walked inside. A few minutes later, Mark arrived. Tall, well-dressed, and confident. He kissed her as they entered a room together. I clenched my fists. The pain was unbearable. But I didn't cry. I smiled. Because I knew exactly what I was going to do. I sat in my car, gripping the steering wheel so tight my knuckles turned white. My heart pounded in my chest, but my mind was clear. I had the proof. Now it was time for revenge. But I wasn't going to scream. I wasn't going to fight. I was going to destroy them both in a way they never saw coming. The next morning, I acted normal. I kissed Lisa before she left for work, told her I loved her, and even made her favorite coffee. She smiled, thinking she had me fooled. But I had already started my plan. First, I hired a private investigator to get photos of Lisa and Mark together. Every hug, every kiss, every moment. I wanted evidence, real, undeniable proof. Then I contacted a lawyer. A divorce was coming, but I wanted to make sure I walked away with everything. The house, the kids, the bank accounts. Everything she thought was safe. I started leaving small hints. A perfume bottle she never bought, a lipstick stain on my collar, a mysterious text message left open on my phone. Lisa started looking worried. She would glance at me while I smiled, pretending everything was fine. One night, I sat beside her on the couch and whispered, "Do you believe in karma, Lisa?" She swallowed hard. She was beginning to feel what I had felt. Suspicion, fear. But I wasn't done. A week later, I invited our closest friends and family over for a small celebration. Lisa had no idea what was coming. She wore a beautiful red dress, thinking it was just another happy evening. Then I stood up, raised my glass, and said, "To my wonderful wife, Lisa, the woman who gave me 10 years of love, the woman who also gave herself to another man." The room fell silent. Lisa's face turned pale. People gasped. Then I pulled out the photos, the ones of her and Mark, wrapped in each other's arms. Lisa's mouth opened, but no words came out. She looked at me, then at everyone staring at her in shock. "John, please," she whispered. I smiled. "Oh, don't be shy now. Mark, why don't you come out and join us?" The front door opened. Mark stood there, his face frozen in horror. I turned to Lisa one last time and whispered, "Game over." Lisa collapsed onto the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. The weight of her betrayal had finally caught up with her. The people who once admired her, our friends, her family, now looked at her with disgust and disappointment. Mark? Oh, he was already halfway out the door, his face red with shame. But I wasn't done with him yet. Leaving so soon, Mark? I called out. He froze. I stepped toward him, my voice calm but firm. You thought you could sneak around with my wife and walk away like nothing happened? I have news for you. Your boss is my best friend. Mark's eyes widened. I made a phone call this morning. I continued. You're fired. Your career? Over. Your reputation? Ruined. Mark opened his mouth to speak, but no words came out. He looked at Lisa one last time, then bolted out the door like a coward. Lisa turned to me, crawling on her knees. John, please. I made a mistake. I bent down, looking her straight in the eyes. No, Lisa. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. A mistake is burning dinner. What you did? That was a choice. She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. Goodbye, Lisa. With that, I turned and walked away. 1 year later, my life had never been better. The divorce went through, and I got full custody of our kids. Lisa? She lost everything. Her job, her social circle, her dignity. As for Mark, he left town, broke and unemployed. One evening, as I sat on my porch, sipping a cold beer, my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. Lisa, I miss you. Can we talk? I stared at the message for a moment. Then I laughed. A deep, satisfied laugh. I deleted it. Some betrayals can never be forgiven.